Hi, I'm Tim Rock Reigns, and you're watching Eric Live on the Air.
Stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop.
Newark Bears organization, you're here now. And you know what to look at when it comes to looking at guys major league caliber. Honest assessment, do you think there are guys on this team that are possibly going to continue to advance to the next level, or are you helping them get to that point?
Well, with my help, I think, it's up to the player.
Mm-hmm.
I think, nowadays guys don't really put in the work to try to get to where they're trying to get.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most important thing into getting there. I think a lot of them need to kind of take a step back and not think that they're major league players. I think you have to work your way to be a major league player. And there's some guys here that have some talent.
Yeah.
To maybe make it there, but they have to put it all together. Obviously they're here for a reason. I mean,
Yeah.
if they were better than they were, then they wouldn't be here. They'll be in an organization or in the big league. So this allows guys to kind of find themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're good enough, then maybe somebody will pick them up.
And somebody will find them.
If not, then they'll be here.
Yeah.
Or be home, one or the other.
But you have to be good enough to make this team. You can't. We're not welcoming everybody. Otherwise, I'd be here.
Exactly. So I mean, you have to be able to play, and not to say every one of them are going to be great players, but it's just an opportunity to show us. I mean, just because they make this team, I mean they're going to be here the whole year. They have to prove themselves, even here,
Yeah.
that they can play here.
I mean, there are a few guys I know in your team that have experience, whether it be in the minor leagues. Obviously, I just interviewed Billy. He has experience in the minor league. I'll say because I'm his friend that I think he's good enough. But
well, I mean, the jury's still out. I mean, he still has some time. He's a young man.
Yeah.
He's going to have to, put it all together. I mean, he's a great defensive catcher. I think where he lacks is at the plate.
really?
I mean, he batted 300 last year, but I mean, he hit 1 or 2 home runs, and he drove in, not many runs.
30 runs.
With Billy offensively, he's going to have to be better in order for them to look at him.
Mm-hmm.
Bat 300, hit 20 home runs, and drive in 50 or 60 runs. Then they will get a call.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they're like marginal numbers, then he's no different from anyone else.
Do you think that people look at the defensive side of him? Like,
Well, that's a lot of guys who play defense that can't hit.
yeah.
That make it to the major leagues, but then you got to be a great defensive catcher. I mean, not to say that I'm not to say that he's not great, but I mean, I'm not sure if he's major league ready.
Yeah.
I mean, he could definitely play. He's a good player, but like I said, he's gonna have to just keep working.
Yeah. And then,
not to say that he might not ever get there. So just having the opportunity to kind of get there, and that's the only way you can do that. Just keep going.
yeah. I know that one other guy, obviously, who has probably the most experience in the majors on your team is Daryle Ward. And so he knows what it takes to get there. The only problem is if he thinks that he's still a major league player right now. Obviously.
Well, he's obviously. I think he's still a major league player. I just think someone just needs to give him an opportunity.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes once you get up there in age, there just might not be room for an older guy.
Yeah.
On a major league squad.
Was he like 32 now?
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he had, I think, almost 9 years in the major leagues.
About that. That
And
season
I
was
still
21
feel like
runs.
I still feel he can play there now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's up to those teams to actually give him an opportunity.